What's going on, champs and champettes? It's Monkey here in Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4, I think it is. Hold on, let's go to the past tab so I don't mess this up here. Yeah, Chapter 6 Season 3 is right around the corner, and we've been getting a lot of Star Wars little teasers here and there regarding stuff going on with the new season. However, we officially have the key art that shows up the Battle Pass lineup for Battle Royale. So let me go ahead and show this on screen right now. You can see the official key art for the brand new Battle Pass, which has the Sith/Jedi Eevee skin. Now, of course, as you guys know, they advertised it as kind of just like the Jedi version in the trailers and in this key art right here, but they do have a Sith version of it as well that is going to actually be a variant for the normal skin itself. You have the Wookiee team leader, you have yourselves General Grievous, which is actually very interesting to see them do. We also, of course, have Darth Sidious, also known as Palpatine, and we have Poe Dameron right here, who is actually a part of the Battle Pass. This is a little interesting to kind of see this Battle Pass lineup for Battle Royale, however, because we do still have some other skins that are set to release in the near future. You know, stuff like Darth Jar Jar, which we thought was supposed to be a Battle Pass skin. Maybe it's the bonus skin they are not able to unlock until halfway throughout the season, so maybe in like week 2 or week 3, considering this is going to be basically like a month-long season. But it is at the very least interesting to see this lineup right here. There are some speculations that maybe Darth Jar Jar is a variant for Palpatine, however, I want to deny that right now. I highly expect that it is not the case to be going on here. However, other things such as the new customizable Mandalorian skin, you know, Mace Windu, that type of stuff is still set to be sold in the item shop, so who knows, maybe we end up seeing Darth Jar Jar not as the bonus skin for this season, but as the actual like Lego Pass skin or something like that, since we also have a new Lego Pass coming out on the exact same time. Another very important thing to kind of mention about this trailer, right, or I guess not trailer, but teaser right here, is right there in the middle. I don't know why the image starts right that, but if we look really closely here at both of these lightsabers, we can see that the hilt isn't actually the proper hilts that match up with everything else kind of going on in the Star Wars universe in terms of what we've gotten before. For example, Mace Windu, you know, the one who would have the purple lightsaber. We've literally gotten his lightsaber in the game before. We've had a whole entire model for it in the game that you've been able to use as a mythic weapon. However, this purple lightsaber right here doesn't have that same hilt at the front of it, and it's caused a lot of rumors to speculate around online and some potential insider leaks that appear to suggest that we could finally be getting lightsabers as an actual pickaxe in the Star Wars season for Battle Royale. It's not confirmed right now, however, the likelihood is very, very high, and I will admit that all the rumors and stuff coming out have been kind of circulating around for a minute now that appear to relate to lightsabers actually becoming an actual pickaxe they'll be able to use in game, which is a super exciting thing to see them do because it's something people have been wanting for the longest time now. You know, people have been actually wanting to use these lightsabers in game forever now. You know, people always go questioning, it's like, why aren't they a pickaxe? What's going on here? Why don't they just do that? And at least in this case, you know, it now is starting to make a little bit more sense that maybe it could be a Battle Pass reward. And nowadays, knowing how Battle Passes aren't restricted to actually just kind of like sitting there and being something you can't buy in the item shop anymore, they could sell lightsaber pickaxes later down the line in the shop for people who skip out on this actual Battle Pass. Another thing to note is the different weapons you can see here that they're actually using that'll be a part of the season. We of course have like the lightning force powers right there. However, if we go over here, we see a brand new dual-weld Star 34 blaster pistol being used by Poe, and this is actually a blaster pistol that is actually used in the Star Wars universe by Jango Fett. So people are expecting that maybe we can get Jango Fett as an actual skin in this Battle Pass season, or I guess in this Battle Royale season. You know, most likely going to be something in the item shop or whatever, but there were also many people mentioning when the actual trailer came out a few days ago that they thought they saw Jango Fett in the background of one of the areas where we saw the customizable Mandalorian skin, so it would just kind of make sense to fit into that universe area. Now, as a little bit of a bonus thing to add towards the end of the video here, the in-game teasers that they've actually mentioned for the Star Wars season are the following captions. One, which was posted over on their social media account, says, "This Battle Pass will make a fine addition to my collection," which is a pretty nice reference. I actually like that one. But the one that we got in-game for some people's accounts, and I do want to mention that, you know, the reason we're using an image is because for some reason it didn't show up in this account's newsfeed, but it is showing up in some people's. But the in-game teaser says, "An Imperial threat is coming. Fight back when the galactic battle comes to the Battle Royale Island on May 2nd. So a lot of different teasers and stuff going on here and there, but it is right around the corner. We're about to get a new Battle Pass, and it's all going to be Star Wars related. However, I do gotta admit, with how much information we're getting right now, it is interesting to me that the Lego Pass right here actually isn't being mentioned at all, right? You know, this one rotates out the exact same day that the Battle Pass changes, but for some reason, like even if we go over here to the crew thing, I'm not actually subscribe to the crew or whatever, it is still just talking about Oro. I mean, even in-game, if we go over to the LEGO Fortnite category over here in Odyssey and we look at the quest, we're getting advertisements about Oro, you know? Hey, look, we got Oro here, you know, we have Oro's treasure, go find it, but nothing is kind of going on. We've had a whole entire, like, Star Wars event and everything else in LEGO Fortnite before, but you would think with a new Battle Royale season coming out that is related to Star Wars and all this advertisement around May the 4th and everything else, they would go ahead and give us some teasers here and there to tell us something's going on with LEGO, but nope, the only thing we've really gotten about LEGO Fortnite recently was them just going ahead and saying that in Legoland, Florida, or I guess not even like Legoland, but the actual like Lego, yeah, that's Legoland, right? In Florida and California, the Legoland locations that you can actually like stay at, you know, that's a little like vacational area or whatever else, have their own references to a gaming area where you're able to play LEGO Fortnite and see a lot of LEGO Fortnite stuff actually being mentioned in person, but nothing relating to the new season. Maybe they'll tease it over in Legoland in person or whatever, but at the same time I doubt it, just because all of the LEGO Fortnite stuff going on over in Legoland happens on May 3rd after the new Battle Royale season has already launched. But you know, I do think it's still interesting that we're getting all these different teasers, and we still have some more stuff that's in the unknown territory that we haven't even seen yet. So you know, there's a lot coming through with the new Star Wars season, and it's going to be an exciting time to play the game. So I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. So until then, peace out.